To my dear unborn grandchildren, I don't know what America looks like as you hear this. I don't know if she's stronger than ever or if she's struggling to find her way. But I do want you to know what America meant to me, your great-grandparents, and to the generations before us. To me, America was never just a place. It was an idea, a promise, a stubborn belief that no matter where you came from, no matter how tough things got, you could build something better for yourself, for your children, and for your grandchildren. And that promise, it wasn't given to us. It was fought for, protected, and passed down, hand to hand, heart to heart, through blood, sweat, and sacrifice. As John Adams said, "Posterity, you will never know how much it costs the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it." I've often wondered what I would tell you about the hard times, about what I did when America felt fragile, when it felt like everything I loved about her was at risk. My efforts? Well, for nearly 20 years, I wore the uniform of an officer in the United States Navy. I served aboard nuclear submarines, hundreds of feet beneath the surface, in silent, unseen vigilance, doing my part to defend this great nation. I carried that responsibility with pride, because I knew what America stood for. But since then, I felt unworthy, as if my duty to this country ended when I hung up that uniform, as if I had nothing left to offer in her defense. But I think I was wrong, because America isn't defended by uniforms alone. She's defended by voices, by conversations, by citizens who refuse to be silent when division and distrust creep into the foundation of this republic. I realized that my mission didn't end when I stepped off that submarine for the last time. It began again, on my streets, in my home, across our dinner table. Because if we lose the ability to speak to each other, to fight for each other, then all the military strength in the world won't matter. So today I fight, but I fight differently. Not with weapons or warships, but with words. With the belief that America isn't lost. It's just waiting for its people to remember who they are. But as I share this, I'm worried. Worried that we've stopped fighting for each other and started fighting against each other. Worried that we're leaving you a country where people see their fellow Americans not as neighbors, but as enemies. We used to have real debates in this country about how to make things better, how to push each other forward. But somewhere along the way, we stopped talking. We stopped listening. We started assuming the worst about each other, as if we forgot that the person across from us loves this country just as much as we do. I'm worried that we've lost the most American thing of all, the belief that no matter how different we are, we rise or fall together. In the words of Benjamin Franklin after signing the Declaration of Independence, we must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately. But here's what I hope, what I pray you do with this country, no matter what kind of shape she's in when you get her. I hope you fight for her, not with weapons or anger, but with your heart, with your mind, with the courage to sit across from someone who disagrees with you and ask, "Help me understand why you feel that way." I hope you never let the news, the politicians, or the internet convince you that your fellow Americans are your enemies. They're not. They are your brothers, your sisters, your teammates. I hope you work hard, that you build something that matters, that you understand no government, no law, no politician will ever create a better future for you than what you create with your own two hands, your mind, and your spirit. I hope you stay curious, that you read books that challenge your beliefs, that you listen before you argue, and that you never let anyone tell you what to think. And more than anything, I hope you remember that this country was never supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be worth it. Every generation has had to decide what kind of America they're going to leave behind. The question isn't whether you'll face hard times. You will. The question is whether you'll stand up, dig deep and make this country stronger than the one you inherited. Because that's the deal. That's what it means to be an American. We don't own this country. We borrow it from you. And we can only pray that when our time is up, we've left you something worth holding on to. So take care of her, my dear grandchildren. Love her even when she's messy. Fight for her even when she lets you down. And whatever you do, don't ever give up on her. Because she is still the greatest idea the world has ever known.